Hi, I'm Toby from Chicago. Please, like and subscribe. I was born to the kindest people you'll ever meet. My dad owned a giant tech company, and we were wealthy, but my parents were always caring and generous, and taught me to be the same. When I was in the first grade, my parents took me to an amusement park for my birthday, and as we were leaving, I suddenly spotted a boy crying behind a bench. I realized it was Nathan from my class. He was a giant bully, but I couldn't just leave him there. Hey Nathan, are you lost? Let me help you. My parents and I searched for his parents all over the giant park and finally found them after 2 hours. And it turned out that Nathan's dad was my dad's biggest business rival. His parents didn't even thank us and just took him away. Rude. I thought after what happened though, maybe Nathan and I could be friends. But the next day at school, I was walking down the hallway when he suddenly pinned me against the wall. If you tell anyone you saw me crying, I will deal with you. Do you get me? I won't, but how about you stop being a jerk to me? Why? I still don't like your face. He pulled my bag and threw it across the hall, sending my things flying everywhere as he laughed and ran away. And things never got better. He kept being a jerk, and my revenge was beating him in both studies and sports. And everyone else at school really liked me, but I always tried to be kind and helpful. Once in 8th grade, I was helping our driver wash the cars when I noticed something heartbreaking at the gate. It was a girl my age, searching the trash for food. I walked up to her, but suddenly she dashed away like a cheetah. Oh, wait, come back! I don't want to hurt you! But she was so fast, I couldn't keep up. We have lots of food in the house, even cakes. I'll get you some. She stopped immediately, then slowly walked back to me.
Cakes?
When I told my parents about her, they immediately invited her for lunch. Her name was Jessica, and she gobbled down her food like she hadn't eaten in weeks. Jessica started coming to our house every day after that. She never talked about her family, and whenever I asked, she got moody, so I dropped it. One day, we were having lunch when we heard a loud knock on the door, and seconds later, a huge man barged into the dining room. Jessica, it's time to go home. Hey, I don't know who you are, but it looks like she doesn't want to go with you. I'm her father, and I don't need your charity. Stay away from my child. Jessica, we're leaving, now! She crept out and he led her away, and she didn't come again. My parents and I were really upset, and we contacted Child Services to try to track Jessica down, and it turned out that her father was a wanted criminal. He was arrested soon after that and was sent to jail, while Jessica ended up with some nice foster parents, who even enrolled her in my school. Hey, I'm really sorry about your dad.
It's okay. I don't really miss him. He wasn't very nice. He often forgot to get me food and made me leave school because he was on the run.
That's awful, but it's all in the past now.
Yeah, and I wanted to stay there. I don't ever want to talk about it again.
Pinky swear, we won't talk about it again. I wanted to give Jessica a present for her first day at my school, so I asked my mom to take me to the mall. And I picked out a beautiful red sweater for her, and I waited for her at the school gate. She was late, and I was beginning to panic. What if she decided she didn't want to go to school anymore? But thankfully, she showed up.
You thought I changed my mind, right?
Yeah, you had me a bit worried. Here, I got you something.
Oh, it's so pretty. And red's my favorite color. Thank you.
She hugged me, and I felt a million butterflies in my stomach. Whoa, who's this, babe? And why are you hugging that cockroach, babe? I was about to tell Nathan off, but Jessica spoke up first.
I don't know who you are, jerk, but don't talk to us again. Come on, Toby. Let's go.
Jessica fit in easily and was making new friends in no time. I was a little jealous that I didn't have her all to myself, but I was glad she was enjoying school.
Guess what I did today? I joined the track team.
That's awesome. I'm sure you'll beat everyone. I'm still trying to catch my breath from the first time I chased you.
The secret to slowing me down is to say, hey, I got cakes. I'll probably stop running and follow that person.
Having Jessica around was a dream come true, and I was just falling more in love with her. One day after school, I was looking for Jessica when I found her in the hallway with Nathan. Hey, is he bothering you? Nathan, just back off!
Whoa, calm down. He's part of the track team, and we're going to an event together.
I pulled her away to speak privately. That's Nathan. He's been a jerk to me since we were kids.
But he's my teammate, Toby. And actually, he's not that bad.
Come on, Jessica. We're running out of time. Get it? Jessica laughed out loud, and walked away with him. What? It was a terrible joke. But from that day on, Nathan was always around Jessica, and it burnt my heart. Jessica was so good on the track that she was winning medals in no time. She became really popular and was always hanging out with the cool kids now. But one night in the 10th grade, I was studying for a test when she crept through my window.
Hey, Toby, I missed you.
Really? You bailed on our plans like 100 times.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. So, listen, Nathan took me out for a drive, and I completely forgot about this big math test tomorrow. Will you help me, please?
Okay. I'm studying right now, so pull up a chair.
Oh, not right now. I mean, can you help me during the test tomorrow?
You mean cheat? You know I never do that.
But I'm going to fail, Toby.
Yeah, well, that happens when you hang out with people like Nathan. Keep doing that and he'll ruin you.
If you can't help me, at least don't give me a lecture. Thanks for nothing. I'm sure Nathan will think of something.
And with that, she left. And the next day, I spotted a shy girl in our class, passing cheat sheets to Jessica and Nathan during the test. So that was Nathan's solution? Bullying other kids to help them cheat? But just then, the teacher caught the girl and took her off to the principal. And moments later, Nathan and Jessica were called out too, and then suspended for a week. I really hoped that Jessica had learned her lesson. But a week later, I found her and Nathan cornering the shy girl in the hallway. You're supposed to be one of the smartest girls in class, so how come you're so stupid? You ratted us out to the principal. You know what we do to snitches?
And can you stop crying? You got snot on your face, and it's gross.
What the heck? Jessica was a bully now? Jessica, what's wrong with you? Knock it off and leave her alone. Mind your business, nerd. I wasn't talking to you, jerk. Well, you're talking to my fist now. And then, Nathan punched me. I tackled him to the ground, and we both wrestled like crazy until some teachers stopped us. And for the first time ever, I landed in detention. Jessica tried to talk to me, but I just walked past her. I completely avoided her for the next few days. But then one evening, the police arrived at our house with some news of her dad. He was really sick and was being transferred to another city for treatment right away. And he wanted to meet Jessica before he left. She wasn't answering my calls. And when I went to her house, her foster parents told me she was at Nathan's place for a party. Great. It was the last place I wanted to go, but I had to tell her. As I looked around for her, my heart suddenly dropped to my stomach. Jessica was in the corner with her arms around Nathan. Then she kissed him. Jessica, I need to talk to you. It's urgent. What are you doing here, man? You're not welcome in my house. It's not like I want to be here. Jessica, listen. I'm gonna call security.
Toby, can you please leave? I don't want you creating a scene in front of my friends.
She started walking away and suddenly felt a wave of rage. Is that all you care about now? I thought you'd like to know that your dad is sick and he wants you to see him before he's shifted to another prison. The loud music suddenly died as I shouted, and everyone stared at us. What? Your dad's in prison? You're some criminal's daughter? Jessica burst into tears as she ran out. Jessica, please stop. I'm sorry. She suddenly turned around and pushed me so hard I fell to the ground.
It's the one thing I ever asked you, Toby. I said I never wanted to talk about my dad, and you decided to announce it?
I didn't mean to, but I had to tell you about him, and you wouldn't listen.
I think you can't stand that I have other friends, and you just wanted to ruin that. Do you think I should be eternally grateful to you and not have a life of my own because you saved me from a dumpster?
Jessica.
Just leave me alone.
The next day at school, everyone had heard about her dad, and her friends had dropped her like a dead fly. I tried sitting next to her at lunch, but she immediately walked away. But later that day, I saw Nathan and her holding hands, and she didn't look so sad anymore. I stayed away from them and tried to focus on schoolwork. Dad asked me to start coming into his office after school to learn more about our business, and I was happy to keep myself busy. Our tech company was launching new gadgets soon, and I was quite excited to be a part of it. But a few weeks later, I woke up to really loud voices downstairs, and I went running. I found my parents watching the news, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Nathan's dad was on TV, introducing a prototype of the gadget our company had been working on. I just don't understand how our plans were leaked. My office is secure, and my home study is always locked. I just can't believe anyone working for me would betray me. This is terrible news. All our investors will be furious, and our company is going to take a huge hit. And it did. The company suffered huge losses, and there was no way to prove the theft. I went to school a week after the whole disaster, and I couldn't bear to even look at Nathan. His dad was a crook, but later that day, I was going to sit on the bleachers when I spotted Jessica yelling at him.
How could you do this? You told me those files were about some small project Toby was working on, and you'd mess up the plans to embarrass him in front of his dad. You never said it was something that could bring his parents' company down.
Okay, I lied. Boo-hoo. I didn't make you do anything. You got those files from me and then put them back, remember? I was angry. I only wanted to humiliate Toby. You went too far. And I thought you loved me. It's not my fault you're stupid. You really thought I loved you? Daughter of a felon? Jessica, you did this? I couldn't believe it. The girl I loved was responsible for our ruin.
Toby, please wait. He lied to me. I didn't know what he was doing. I just wanted to mess with you because I was upset. I'd never hurt your parents.
Don't ever speak to me again. All I've done since I met you is love you, and you stabbed me in the back.
Wait, you love me?
Not anymore. Now I wish I'd never met you. The next few days at school, she didn't show up, and I didn't care. One day I was in my room when Mom came in.
Honey, we went to Jessica's foster home, and they told us she ran away. I'm so sorry.
Whatever. Good riddance.
Toby, that's unkind.
Mom, you still think she deserves kindness? After what she did?
I'm sure she got manipulated by that boy. Remember? She had a rough past, and maybe she was just trying to fit in and be loved. I know what she did was awful, but she was a good girl, and I hope she's okay.
Mom's attitude made me feel ashamed of myself, and I soon started regretting the things I said. But I couldn't take it back because Jessica had vanished. But in a shocking turn of events, an employee from Nathan's dad's company came forward with proof that the product had been stolen from us. They had to pay millions in damages, while his dad served time in prison. The family moved away, and I never saw Nathan again. High school passed fast enough, and after graduating from university, I joined Dad's company and helped build it to newer heights. But one day, I was at a shopping mall when I caught sight of a girl who looked like Jessica. My heart was pounding as I ran after her. But by the time I got outside, she was nowhere to be seen.
Toby, is that you?
Oh my God, Jessica, I've always wondered what I'd do if I ever saw you again. I don't even know what to say, except that I'm so happy you're okay.
Toby, I've thought of this meeting a million times too, and I really need to say that I'm so sorry. I was so stupid, and I knew even then that you'd never hurt me on purpose, but I ended up hurting you and your family so much. I left because I couldn't face you guys anymore. Please say you'll forgive me.
I hugged her, and we sat on a bench and talked. After she ran away, she ended up in a foster home again, and they got adopted by some really nice people, and I was so glad her life hadn't been miserable. As I loaded her groceries in her car, I spotted something in her back seat. It was the red sweater I'd given her in the 8th grade. Jessica, do you think I can call you sometime and ask you out on a date? I wanted to since forever.
You can ask me right now, and my answer is yes.